Hi friends, let us welcome back to our channel. So that is Point Out. So as a part of NCRT series, so we have started new series, so that is economics. So in this economic series, so we are going to understand each and every topic, okay, very clearly with a simple examples, and I will try to make it simple such that you people understand easily, okay. So whatever the classes which we are going to learn from this, so it will useful for the various competitive exams, whether it might be the UPSC or whether it might be the competitive exams such as group A, group B, group C or group D, or regarding RRB exams or regarding forest exams. So whatever it might be, so I will try to approach all such competitive exams, and in this series I will try to include the competitive questions from the various exams, okay. So I hope you people will understand the concepts easily and enjoy the session, okay. So today we are going to learn about the what is demand, okay. What is demand? Secondly, what next, law of demand, okay. Thirdly, how price will varies with the quantity demand, okay. We are going to see its graph, and we are going to learn about the opportunity cost. So this is all about today's session. But before going to that, so let us revise what we have discussed in the last session very quickly, okay. So in the last session, so we have discussed about the economics, okay. We have discussed about the economics. So we have seen that example, so that is, so in our country India, so nearly 140 crore people of population. So in that population, so 25 people 25 percentage of the people comes under the below poverty line. So below poverty line says that, so those who are poor, those who are lives at the slums, those who are beggars, so they are unable to feed by themselves, okay. So basically their income levels are very poor, such that they are unable to purchase even essential goods, okay. So nearly 25% of the population in our country were the below poverty line, okay. So government take an initiation such that it decided to spend 100 rupees per a person per day to feed them. But as a result, so per a day nearly 3500 crores of rupees will be required over a period of year 1 year. So it nearly takes 25 percentage of the income, okay. 25 percentage of the budget from our country India. So let us assume that nearly 50 lakh crore of budget of our country India. So from that 50 lakh crore, so nearly 25 lakh crore, okay, 25%, if they invest on the feeding, then what about the health facilities, development, infrastructure, hospitality, defense, education, okay. So then what about all these things, okay. So here okay, here the scarcity is taking place, okay. Here money and the resources, okay, money, that is budget and the resources, whether it might be the food or whether it might be the renewable resources or non-renewable resources, and uh, okay. So these all are the constraints, these all are the constraints such that the government is not going to invest on all these things, okay. These all are the constraints. So the government is not going to take initiation to invest on all these. If it's invest, so it wanted to miss somehow something which is more productive one. Okay, so in these scenarios economics will comes into the role. It will plays a key role. Okay, it will plays a key role such that it will plans accordingly and it will gives the best optimum result. So now let's see what is economics. So economics is nothing but it is the optimum approach such that scarcity of resources allocating in a best possible way. Okay, to improve the productivity and to improve the efficiency of the governance. So this is all about the economy. Now let's see scarcity principle. So in the last class we have discussed about the scarcity principle. So scarcity means let us see a time. Okay, now let us consider a let us consider a component, so that is time. So for everyone, of course there are only 24 hours, so we can't do everything. Okay, we can't do everything. So here time is the constraint such that we can only do only we can do some things and we can't do all things. So here the time is the constraint. Okay, so this is nothing but the scarcity principle. Scarcity principle says that so we want everything but we can't. Okay, we want everything but the nature did not have that power to give everything. It will give only needed, necessary and essential things. Okay, this is nothing but the scarcity principle. And further, next we have discussed about the economic activities. Okay, economic activities. So in the economic activities we have discussed about the three things: primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay, primary, secondary and tertiary. So primary says that they are the raw materials. They might be available from the earth's surface, or it will get through the extraction process. For example, bauxite or the gold or the silver, so iron. So all these are raw materials. These are nothing but the primary products. And secondary means so whatever these raw materials conversion into goods. So this process is nothing but what we say secondary products. Okay, secondary activities. So whatever the goods and tools, so these will be used by the consumers. Okay, this will be used by the consumers. For example, so through raw materials gold chain was prepared. So this gold chain wanted to store, so they will approach the bank for the sake of the safety. So here bank is providing the service. So this service is nothing but the tertiary activity. So the aggregate of primary activities, secondary activities and tertiary activities is known as the economic activities. Okay friends, so then we have discussed about the types of economics. Okay, types of economics. So in this basically we have discussed about the two things, so that is macroeconomics and microeconomics. So macroeconomics says that so it's an aggregate of economic activities. Okay, aggregate of economic activities. So that is, so it is the combination of primary activities, so that is raw materials. It is the combination of secondary activities, that is production of golden chain. Okay, and it is the combination of tertiary activities, so that is accessing service through bank. So this aggregate of primary, secondary and tertiary is nothing but the macroeconomics. Okay friends, so then we have discussed about the microeconomics. Microeconomics is nothing but it's an individual. it will concerns about only individual, whether it might be the what we say, whether it might be the primary activities, or whether it might be the secondary activities, or whether it might be the tertiary activities. Only individual activity it will concerns. So this is about the microeconomics, and we have seen through an example. For example, so in India, regarding the inflation around 2024 year, our country's inflation. So will it comes under macro or micro? So inflation is concerned about the primary, secondary and tertiary. So it's an aggregate of these three activities. So it will comes under the macroeconomics. Okay. Inflation will comes under the macroeconomics. Now let's say another example. So agriculture production shared nearly 25% in our country, India. Okay, so here concerned about the agriculture. It's only about the agriculture, which means production of the crop. So it only deals about the production of crop. It's not about the service. It's not about the raw materials. So it's only secondary component. So then it comes under the microeconomics. Okay, so this is all about last session what we have discussed. So now let's move today's our new session. Okay, so that is demand. Let's discuss about the demand. Okay, now let's see a simple example what actually demand means. Suppose you wanted to purchase a Lamborghini. Okay, you wanted to purchase a Lamborghini car. So let us consider me as an example. So I had a wish to purchase Lamborghini car. I had that wish, I had that desire, but did I actually I am ready to affordable that much level of the cost? Okay, did I really affordable that much level of the cost? I have only the capability to purchase the Thai Lamborghini. Okay, so demand says that it needs to have desire and the affordability. Then it's nothing. Then it is called it as a demand. Now let's say another example. Suppose one person wanted to purchase Rolex. Okay, Rolex watch. Some person wanted to purchase Rolex watch. So he had that ability to pay the money. He had the ability to pay the money, but he did not had any desire on that watch. Now let's say, will it comes under the demand? Okay, will it comes under the demand? So the answer is no, because demand is the combination of the desire plus affordability. Okay, so when a person desired on an item and he has the affordability to purchase it, then it is termed that as demand. Okay, then it is termed it as what we say, demand. So I hope you people were understood the concept of the demand. Demand says that affordability and he has the desire. Okay, so demand says that affordability and desire. Next, now let's see what's opportunity cost says. Okay, what is mean by the opportunity cost? Suppose you wanted to travel, you are interested in traveling, and you are a college student, you are interested in traveling, you wanted to travel many of the places through friends or by yourself, you are interested in that. But at this cost of traveling, so you need to keep, or you need to risk at your college attendances, or sometimes at the mid exams, okay, or sometimes even at the cost of semester exams. So you need to keep them aside and you have to move. Okay, so here the opportunity cost says that, so while you are uh, decided to travel, okay, while you are decided to travel, so here the things which you are missing, that is attendance or the mid exams or performance well in the semester exams, so this all comes under the, okay, alternatives for the traveling. Okay, so this alternatives is nothing but the opportunity cost. Okay, so opportunity cost is says that, so while you are selecting the best one, you are missing out the next second best alternatives, that is nothing but the opportunity cost. So in simple terms, suppose okay, in simple example, suppose you wanted to move for a you wanted to go for a movie. There are two movies, so in that you have only one chance, such that you wanted to go for only one film. So whatever the film you have chosen, okay, for example, any two movies, Bahubali 1 and the another movie will be Rebel. Okay, just is an example. So Bahubali 1 and another movie will be the Rebel. So if you wanted to go for the movie Bahubali, so you need to sacrifice the movie Rebel. Okay, or else if you wanted to go for the movie Rebel, so you need to sacrifice the movie of Bahubali. Okay, suppose you have chosen the movie Bahubali, so here the Rebel movie will becomes as an next second alternative. So this next second alternative is nothing but the opportunity cost. So whatever you are missing for the sake of this movie, so all such thing comes under the opportunity cost. Okay, so this is about the opportunity cost. Cost. And further, thirdly, now we are going to see about the law of demand. Law of demand. What actually it says. So law of demand is simple. It's very simple. So it says that, suppose, let us see. Suppose if this marker cost is 100 rupees, okay, you will show the interest to purchase, and suddenly if it increases to single piece of marker increases to nearly 700 rupees, still are you shows the interest to purchase this marker? So no one will ready for the loss of rupees 600. Okay, so definitely they will show disinterest to purchase this marker. So law of demand says that when the prices increases, demand decreases, and when the prices decreases, demand will be increases. So this is nothing but the law of demand. Now let's see another example. Okay, suppose chicken biryani. So if it costs rupees 150, okay, chicken biryani costs rupees 150. If suddenly if it increases to the rupees 300, okay, we will show interest anyhow to purchase it, but it will reduce. Okay, the demand will reduce rather than purchasing chicken biryani at the cost of 300. So we will try to invest in some other things like egg fried rice. Okay, and some we will try to invest on some other things, so which will get at low cost. Okay, so when the price increased, the demand decreased. When the price decreased and the demand increased, so this is nothing but the law of demand. Okay, law of demand. So let's see the graph of the law of demand. So on the y-axis, so we will take the price. On the x-axis, we will take the quantity demand. Quantity demand. So it's like a downward sloped. So in this way, graph is going to be here price, quantity demand, and here is the slope downward. So that means, so whenever the price is increasing, okay, whenever the price is increasing, quantity demanded will be decreasing, and whenever the price decreasing, quantity demand will be increasing. Okay, so this is nothing but the law of demand. Okay, now let's see another example. Suppose we have defense equipment from the United States of America. So we have a business proposal from the United States of America regarding the defense equipment, and we have another proposal from the Russia regarding the defense equipments for country India. So then country India, where will invest? So wherever the prices will be less and quality will be more. So at such places, the country India will shows the interest. Okay. So here what says? India will what say? So wherever the price will be less and quality will be good, so their country India will invest. So it says that whenever the prices will be low, so quantity demand will be high, and whenever the prices will be high, quantity demand will be low. So this is all about the law of demand. Okay, so today we are discussed about the demand. So demand means one should wanted to have desire plus affordability. Further, we have discussed about the opportunity cost. So opportunity cost means, so while you are getting something, you are missing something. So the missed part is nothing but the opportunity cost. And thirdly, we have discussed about the law of demand. So when prices are increased, quantity demand decreased, and when the prices decrease, quantity demand will be increased. For example, the proposal of the USA and Russia to the country India. So country India will invest, okay, wherever will be the prices will be low, there will be country India invest. But there are some other factors, they also influence. But okay, some other factors, there might be the history. Okay, so some other factors there will depend, they are secondary, but basically the country India will take the decision based on the price, it will tries to invest, and quality also it will checks. But the major criteria will be, so wherever the prices will be less, quantity demand will be more, and wherever the prices will be high, quantity demand will be less. So this is all about today's class, and I hope you people were understanded the class and enjoying the class. So okay, so in the upcoming classes I will come up with more creative, okay, such that everyone should understand and this knowledge will become helpful in the competitive exams. Okay, so it not might be the today, but definitely one day it will becomes. So thank you friends. Jai Hind.